Hello, it's Trader Sam, eh? Just wanted to check in. Um, Vlog 2, Monday, January 10th, at 1 in the morning. Not much to expect. I think dollar's going to consolidate. So, and if it does, I want to see pound go bullish. And essentially, I want to see an entry right here to come into this order block on the daily chart. So again, as I recently discussed last time, we are looking at a bullish model, assuming dollar stays in consolidation, and we see a decline in euro pound. Therefore, not trying to aim too much. We are in a consolidated zone. It is against the grain. It is an asymmetrical market if for what I'm expecting. But regardless, I want to see this high get taken out as an objective for this week. That's basically it. Or even if it just touches it, that would be enough for me. So what's the trade framework I'm looking at right now? This is what I'm hunting. So come into this order block right here. Stop loss stays below this low. Yeah, just below this low, put the stop loss. So about a 32 pips stop loss. Where do I want to enter? My entry price is going to be basically this orange line, 1.3558. So 1.3560. Stop loss at 35.28, and or I guess if you want to round it, 35.30. And I want to see a target of 1.36 big figure, let's just say. So that's what I'm looking at. Essentially, that's my first profit. So let's just say if we get up to, let's say, 36.20, and why am I looking there? I'm seeing a range expansion. If we go back to the daily chart, this is a range expansion from this initial move right here. So obviously I don't want to see this come down. We could be looking at something along the lines of an optimal trade entry. So we'll see what happens. Right now I'm taking it one step at a time. My objective is 36.20. Kind of aligns perfectly if we look at it. Not a bad situation. Getting into this order block. So that's what I'm looking at. If it gets there during the New York session, probably I might make a trade. If it doesn't do it at the time that I want it, or if I miss this trade, it's okay. It's only a Monday. I expect more symmetrical moves perhaps to come in on Wednesday. But this is a pretty solid price action study, assuming certain other things in the market analysis go the way I want. Dollar has to do a certain thing here where if dollar starts to run away higher and higher beyond these lines and these boxes, then this trade idea I have with pound is a bust. So there's no guarantee I'm going to take this trade, but if it gets there, the time of day that I like to see, ideally New York session, and this just continues to bounce around. It's just been bouncing around. So if I see this continue to bounce around, and also here, if this continues to come down and get out of this consolidated range, that is how I would be looking to make a decision into buying pound. But as of right now, I don't have anything other than this. I may take this, I may not. I have to see a few things in euro pound, and I have to see what dollar does for the next few sessions. All right, that's all I got. Until we see what happens, I will check back in. Okay, so quick update. Took a trade as part of the buy model right here on the pound US dollar. As I discussed earlier on the 3-hour chart, that I wanted it to come into this order block, make a deep run. So it came in here, but obviously I'm a day trader, so I wanted to look at a smaller time frame. And again, if you look at the time right now, it's 11:07, so we are now officially outside the kill zone. So this is no longer high probability trade. However, for the purpose of a buy model, I did look to take an optimal trade entry trade right here. It's either I'm going to take profits at each swing high that it takes out. However, again, we are outside the kill zone at this point, so it's not a high probability trade. However, I practice price action across the board, so I wanted to see if this will have a bit of a run as a late push. If it doesn't, no big deal, only 3 pip stop loss. First profit is going to be at about 13 pips, so we'll see what happens. We'll check back in. Win, lose, or draw, we'll come back to this. All right, cheers. Okay, quick update. Looks like the entry with 3 pips worked out pretty well. I really didn't think it was really going to. I thought it really was going to consolidate, but it continued to make higher highs, and I took some profits here at 35.68. Took some more profits at 35.75. Actually, I took out all my profits at 35.75 just because time of day, and it was just a price action study more than the trade of the week. I'm still looking for something around Wednesday for the day. For now, the buy model worked out perfectly, right? So you've got accumulation, reaccumulation, smart money reversal, low risk buy, accumulation, and then I expect this to, if it hasn't taken out this high already, it should. And again, this is the high that it should be going towards, so 35.90 looks like a solid target. Again, why did I take this trade? Started with the higher time frame. As I mentioned during the weekend, that we are looking at a potential buy model with this optimal trade entry, aiming towards this order block at 36.20. And if it continues to go higher, maybe it'll hit 36.90. So with that basis, Friday was a higher close. Today it went all the way down into this order block. That order block also had other things in there that I was looking at, which made sense. Therefore, when price came back here, so now if we go back into the 3-hour chart from here, I saw this order block, and I basically took it from this low to this high down into this order block. When I was targeting it, I wanted it to come down from here. It didn't make that high yet, but when it came down here into the order block, did not take out this low, and then it decided on the lower time frame to show a buy model. That's when I took it. So from this 3-hour, without going into all the other ones, 3-minute is where I saw my model. So that's where I took it. And I mentioned that I took an OTE trade. The OTE trade was pretty much from this swing low right here to this high at exactly 11 a.m. As price was going down at 11 a.m., that's when I took the trade with about a 3 pip stop loss. Took my first trade here, second trade, I actually collapsed everything in the zero point 0.5 of the standard deviation of the range that I picked out. I expect this to come back up again. I think higher time frame is going to keep going higher. I didn't want to be a part of all this, so when it started hanging around here, I said, okay, it's end of day, it's almost time. I'll find something again another day. So here we go. That worked out. Not bad for a Monday. Not bad for a pretty straightforward buy model if you know what you're looking for. And hopefully I come back later this week with a little bit more. So it's not bad. I actually got, I enter from here. Yeah, a 20 pip trade post London close. So not bad, not bad, especially with a 3-5 stop loss, something that I don't generally do, but it just depends on what time frame I'm working with. And in this position, I didn't want to see price come back any further than here, because there is no imbalances. If I just take this out for a second, there's no other imbalances here that is worth looking at. So I didn't want this to come down lower than this swing low. So, and again, we're outside the kill zone, so I didn't think price would continue to keep moving into a kill zone area anymore. So it just so happened that I got this right. So that's it. Pound US long on a 3-minute market maker buy model with higher time frame conviction. Hope this helps. Until next time, cheers.